Hello friends, today on the channel Captain Herman, I will lead the column, and the column will be about nature. We're filming this video in Panama, a place we've absolutely fallen in love with. Its natural beauty is unlike anything we've ever experienced. This is one of the most beautiful natural ecosystems in which we currently live. Today we're going to tell you about the most amazing ants. As we recently discovered, there are huge colonies of ants living here, and these are leaf-cutting ants. And if you Google, you can find out just some incredible things about them. Leaf-cutting ants, which you will observe today. Here we have a lot of them in the marina. A huge one of those colonies of millionaires is located somewhere here under this whole garden. And there are about 8 million individuals. They weigh like a whole cow. And they cut the leaves and wear them not for themselves, but for the mycelium that they grow. Leaf-cutting ants, they are also fungal growers. And the name of the Atta family turned out to be one of the most evolutionarily advanced representatives of the world of invertebrates. This species of ants is from 10 to 25 million years old. They inhabit only South and North America, and we were lucky enough to witness their way of life and life. They are the only organisms, along with humans, termites and bark beetles, that are capable of agriculture. Atta ants are characterized by a close symbiosis with basidiomycete fungi, which they grow on chewed leaves and chewed flowers, which they carry endlessly into their burrow. At our marina, we paid attention to their trails. They look like real huge highways about 10 centimeters wide, and there's a stream, well, I don't know, probably 20 individuals wide, and traffic on these highways occurs non-stop in any weather, both in the rain and in the wind, non-stop. If a fallen leaf or some other blockage appears on the way, then within a few minutes police ants arrive at the place and organize other ants to clear this blockage. It happens quickly, very smoothly, and they move some incredible masses. Suryaza and I, after seeing how it all happens, decided to arrange an experiment for them. They threw cones, threw seeds, and made them such a good traffic jam. Look how quickly and decisively they are clearing this pile. Literally 5 minutes, and the road is free and clean. Following them along their route, we found the anthill itself, near the entrance to the marina. Interestingly, the paths of the ants go far beyond the marina, and after a walk, we saw how it happens. They walk along the road and only along the white markings. That is, in order not to be crushed by cars and so on. Their highway runs exactly along the white markings. Suryaza and I were surprised why they go so far when there are so many trees right around the anthill. But then, when I read all the information about them, it turned out that they have such a scenario genetically laid down so that they do not kill the trees all around their anthill. This is very cool, because with so much foliage being cut, which happens, of course, marina's yard would have remained a single tree very quickly, because, as we also learned, it turns out they recycle about 20% of all foliage, all trees, an Amazon forest, for example, and 20% of the foliage is processed by these ants. The anthill, the entrances to which you see now, is a whole underground metropolis up to 6 meters deep and about 15 meters around. In this anthill, about 20% of the entire foliage around is composted. In each such anthill, there is one female queen. It was she who founded this colony. Being still a young and winged individual, she takes a little bit of mycelium spores from her home anthill, collects them in a special pocket under her mouth, and also on the surface of her body. She carries special bacteria to help the mycelium multiply and protect it from parasites and fungi, and lives in a separate capsule, completely isolated, never coming to the surface. There are some incredible legends about these Atta queens on the internet. Read it and tell us what you think about teleporting Atta queens. There is a lot of information on the internet. We can't figure out whether it's true or it's fiction. We will leave all the links in the description. And you write us comments. What do you think about this?